What if a 2,500-year-old book could give you the blueprint to dominate not only the battlefield but also business, relationships, and life itself? Welcome to The Art of War by Sun Tzu, an ancient masterpiece that's more relevant today than ever before. My name is Elham Azimi, and like many of you, I have journeyed through the complexities of modern existence, seeking not just success, but a deeper understanding of the forces that shape our lives. We stand at a confluence of ancient pathways and futuristic highways, where the echoes of the past offer profound guidance for the present. This isn't merely about history, it's about unearthing timeless principles that resonate with the challenges we face every single day. From the boardroom's silent skirmishes to the quiet battles waged within our own hearts. Sun Tzu's wisdom, penned centuries ago, transcends the battlefield. It speaks to the strategist in each of us, the leader, the negotiator, the individual striving for mastery over circumstance. It's a testament to the enduring nature of human dynamics and the universal quest for advantage, for peace, for victory, achieved not through brute force, but through keen insight and meticulous preparation. Join me as we explore these enduring lessons, translating the ancient art of conflict into a powerful guide for navigating the intricate landscapes of our contemporary world. Sun Tzu's core idea is simple. The greatest victory is the battle never fought. The wisest general wins before war begins. Imagine the energy saved, the resources preserved, the relationships maintained, if we could resolve conflicts before they even ignite. This principle encourages us to look beyond the immediate confrontation, to understand the underlying currents, the subtle shifts, the nascent tensions. It's about cultivating an awareness so acute that we can steer events, rather than merely react to them, ensuring that harmony prevails not by chance, but by design. In our daily lives, this translates to proactive communication in our relationships, averting misunderstandings before they fester into resentment. In the world of business, it means anticipating market shifts, addressing potential crises before they escalate, and building strategies so robust they deter challenges outright. The true victory, as Sun Tzu teaches, is often silent, unseen, yet utterly decisive. Self-awareness and opponent analysis are Sun Tzu's foundations. This isn't just for war. This is emotional intelligence, market research, and self-control. To truly navigate the complexities of any endeavor, Sun Tzu implores us to embark on two critical journeys of discovery. One inward into the landscape of our own strengths, weaknesses, biases, and motivations, and one outward into the nature of the challenges or opponents we face. Knowing yourself is the bedrock of authentic power, allowing you to leverage your assets and mitigate your vulnerabilities with clarity and purpose. In our careers, it's about understanding our unique skills and where they best fit, but also recognizing our limitations and areas for growth. In our interactions, it's about emotional intelligence, perceiving our own emotional responses and those of others, fostering empathy and more effective communication. When facing a competitive market, it's diligent research, understanding the landscape, the players, their strategies, their strengths, and crucially, their potential blind spots. This comprehensive knowledge doesn't just prepare you for a specific contest. It cultivates a state of readiness, a profound self-control that allows for measured, strategic action rather than impulsive reaction. Sun Tzu believed in strategic positioning over brute strength. the clever general shapes the battlefield. This, to me, is one of the most empowering tenets of the art of war. It shifts the focus from a mere contest of wills or resources to the artful arrangement of circumstances. Strategic positioning is about creating conditions so favorable that success becomes the natural outcome, rather than a hard-fought struggle against the odds. In the modern arena, this means identifying your unique value proposition in business and placing yourself where it's most keenly appreciated and least contested. It's about building a network that supports your goals, creating a personal brand that pre-frames interactions positively. The wise strategist doesn't just play the game, they design the board, ensuring the terrain itself bends towards their victory. Deception is an art. Sun Tzu advises, appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. It's not about dishonesty for its own sake, but about managing the information your opponent or the situation receives, thereby influencing their calculations and responses. When you possess significant strength, a display of humility or apparent vulnerability can lull an adversary into complacency, causing them to underestimate you, to overextend, to make critical errors. Conversely, when you are in a position of relative weakness, projecting an image of confidence, readiness, or unyielding resolve can deter aggression, buy you precious time, or force an opponent to reconsider their approach. Think of a startup negotiating with a larger corporation, or an individual facing a daunting challenge. It's about the psychology of engagement, understanding that what others believe to be true can be as powerful as the truth itself. This tactic demands immense self-control and a keen reading of the situation, using the art of illusion not to deceive destructively, but to strategically shape the dynamics of an encounter to your advantage. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of the battle. You are demonstrating the patience and focus of a true student of strategy. The path to mastery is a continuous journey, a commitment to lifelong learning, to ensure you don't miss the next deployment of ancient wisdom, forged for modern challenges. I invite you to subscribe for more timeless insights every week. Let us continue this exploration together. Sun Tzu says, be formless like water. Water adapts to any shape, any obstacle. That's agility. Water, in its yielding, finds its power. It does not resist the container. It fills it. It does not shatter against the rock. It flows around it or over it, or given time, wears it away. To be formless is to be unpredictable, ungraspable, and ultimately unstoppable. This isn't about lacking direction. It's about having a clear destination, but being willing to alter the route as the terrain dictates, maintaining momentum and purpose even amidst turbulence. Every strength hides a weakness. Every enemy has a soft spot. But to find it, you must observe deeply. A towering fortress may seem impregnable, but its very size can create blind spots or logistical challenges. Sun Tzu encourages a mindset of critical analysis, not just of our adversaries, but of situations, systems, and even ourselves. It's about understanding that apparent invincibility often masks a point of leverage, a chink in the armor. For us, this means that in any challenge, whether it's a competitor in business, a difficult negotiation, or even a personal obstacle, there exists a potential opening if we observe with patience and acuity. It requires a shift from confronting strength head-on to intelligently probing for the inherent vulnerabilities that accompany any concentration of power. The best way to win. Attack plans, not people. Sun Tzu advises dismantling strategy over confrontation. When we attack individuals, we often provoke defensiveness, resentment, and entrenched opposition. However, when we focus on dissecting and neutralizing the strategy, the plan, or the system that is creating the issue, we engage on a more objective, intellectual level. In a business negotiation, this might mean understanding and countering the other party's underlying tactics rather than disparaging their character. In addressing a societal problem, it means reforming the flawed systems rather than simply blaming the actors within them. By targeting the strategy, you undermine the foundation of your opponent's position, often causing it to collapse without the need for a direct, costly assault. This approach preserves dignity, minimizes animosity, and often opens pathways for future cooperation, a truly sophisticated form of victory. Sun Tzu emphasized, good troops, not big numbers, win wars. That's training, culture, and mindset. A vast army of untrained, undisciplined, and demoralized soldiers is far less effective than a smaller, well-drilled force united by a strong sense of purpose and mutual trust. In our modern lives, this translates directly to the importance of continuous learning and personal development, our training. It speaks to the power of a positive and supportive company culture or a strong family unit, the morale and discipline that bind us. It's about cultivating good habits, honing our skills, and fostering a resilient, growth-oriented mindset. A team that is well-trained, intrinsically motivated, and shares a common vision can achieve far more than a larger, disjointed group. This principle reminds us that excellence is forged through consistent effort, shared values, and an unwavering commitment to improvement, the true hallmarks of any victorious force. In the end, the most important war is internal. It's the battle between your potential and your comfort zone. Sun Tzu gave us tactics not just for war, but for wisdom, patience, and inner power. The discipline Sun Tzu speaks of begins with self-discipline. The knowledge of the enemy often starts with understanding our own limiting beliefs and fears. The true battlefield, perhaps, is the one within our own minds and hearts. Master your inner battlefield, and the world will follow. Like, comment, and subscribe for more ancient wisdom made modern.